guys, welcome to the Fighters of Type 1. My name is Allie. Thank you for joining me in this video today. This video is a sit down about how I keep all of my diabetes supplies organized. As a type 1 diabetic, there are so many items that you have to have, whether it's to change your insulin pump, your CGM monitor, low blood sugar snacks, sharps containers. There's so many different supplies you need to have as a type 1 diabetic. And over the last 26 years, I've had many different ways that I've done this. Some I've just done as like container bins, and I've just thrown it all in container bins. When I was younger, I want to say my parents kept a container next to their bedside with all of my supplies. When I was in college, I had a pull-out cart, not one like the one I have now, that I used to keep all the supplies in. But as I said, I've been doing this for 26 years, and this has been the best investment that I've probably have made as a type 1 diabetic, to keep all of my supplies where they are, and I can easily see when things are running low, so it makes it really easy to order more supplies. I actually first bought this cart because I recently had knee surgery not too long ago, and I wanted something that I could easily keep next to me, whether I was downstairs recovering or upstairs in my bedroom, that I could just pull over, wheel over to me, and grab what I needed to grab. So before I get started, I will link anything that I can in the info section below in case you are interested in it. And let's get started. So I purchased this rolling 3-tier cart from Ikea. I want to say it was like $20. You will probably see my animals joining in this video. Yes, this bottom section is not for me. My cats love to sleep in the bottom of it, so that's their space. But this whole first 2 sections of the cart is where I keep all of my supplies. It makes life so easy. Like I said, it is a rolling cart, so you can move it. And it's the perfect size to keep all of your supplies in them. I kind of had this tiered in certain ways. Mainly these are my low blood sugar snacks. These bins hold different random supplies that I'll go over. All of my vitamins and medicine that I take. This next section is mainly all of my diabetes pump and insulin supplies. So I keep that there. And then, like I said, this is the cat section. So to begin, we're going to start off with all of my low blood sugar supplies. I go low typically at least once a day. Lately it's been more than that. Don't really know why, but it has been. But this is where I keep all of my low snacks, emergencies. Honestly, these juice boxes are here for this video, but they typically are next to my bed because I go low in the middle of the night a lot. So these are typically next to my bedside. I live off of Capri Sun juice boxes. They bring my blood sugar up the quickest. It's fast. I can throw them in my purse. I can throw them when I go out and about. They can fit in a fanny pack. They don't have to be refrigerated. So this is a super easy low blood sugar snack. I've tried so many other things throughout my life. I really love gummy snacks, but I have a issue with gummies. I love gummies. It's a little bit of a temptation to me. So I try not to keep them in my house because if I have them, I will eat them not as low blood sugar snacks. So this is just the easiest thing for me, is just to have Capri Suns. They're cheap, they're easy, and like I said, with this cart, it's easy to find that I'm going low. I also keep these Glucose SOS. I am going to be filming another video about favorite diabetes items, products that I love, so I will be talking about them in a different video. But these are super great. They are little packs. They're mainly for if you're going hiking or going for a walk. They're just a small little pouch. This whole pouch is 15 grams of carbs, which is about how much carbs you want to eat when you have a low blood sugar moment. But these are super simple. They're actually like a pixie stick, just in a packet form. But these are super awesome to keep. I keep them in my purse. I want to say like 4 or 5 of them in my purse right now, because if I'm driving, I can quickly grab them if needed to be. But like I said, I will go more in depth with Glucose SOS in a later video. I also have glucose tabs. I used to live on glucose tabs back when I was in middle school and high school. They're not my favorite thing anymore. But I actually bought them for a specific purpose when I had my knee surgery. The night before, I wasn't allowed to eat or drink because I was going under anesthesia, but they told me that if my blood sugar went low between midnight and 6 a.m. that I could have glucose tabs to bring up my blood sugar. So honestly, these are always great in a pinch. If something goes wrong, I know I can eat one of these. One tablet is 4 grams of carbs, so I would have to eat like 3 or 4 of them, but again, they get the job done. And then lastly, I always keep little bottles of honey on my cart or next to my bed. I have had diabetic low blood sugar seizures in the past. It's been a long time since I've had one, but honey is one of those ingredients that can bring up blood sugar up super quickly because just 1 teaspoon of syrup, or honey, also syrup works as well, has a lot of carbs and sugar in it. So when you're having those really scary low blood sugars that you are dropping and you're dropping quickly, I just take a spoonful of honey, eat it, or syrup. Chocolate syrup works as well, but these tend to bring my blood sugar up really quick, and these are great if you end up having any of those low blood sugar seizures because whoever is having to take care of you can just quickly put it in the gums of your mouth. It'll absorb into the body and go through and bring your blood sugar back up. Okay, next I have these 3 little containers. I also got these from Ikea as well. I will put a link in the description below. These house different random supplies. It was kind of one of my things that, like, if I don't know where to put something, I can just throw them in there. So for right now, this first one is filled with lancets for my pricker for testing my blood sugar. And it also houses my test strips for my meter. Honestly, I don't use these very often because I have a CGM, so I don't test my blood sugar quite as often anymore, but supplies are there when I need them. I also use one of these as my sharps container. I really should probably buy a larger one, but it works for the time being. So whenever I give myself a manual insulin shot, and these are all from my insulin pump, I just throw them in here and then I will dispose of them. Probably when I go to my next endocrinologist appointment, I'll probably bring them with me and dispose of them there. And the last one houses all of my fun little stickers for my continuous glucose monitor. So I have these super cute stickers. I will also be talking about these in my diabetes favorite video of supplies, but I love that they've come out with super cute stickers to put over your diabetes CGMs. I also have these stickers as well. They're not very pretty, but they're efficient and they work. I got these from Amazon. Again, I will link both these ones and these guys below. But these are great that if it's starting to fall off, usually like day 6 and under, I'll throw one of these on. I have one on right now, just because it'll keep everything on, and again, it does the job. So as long as it keeps my CGM on with the amount of time I need it, I don't really care what it looks like. All right, next up is this random container of all types of odd supplies. I'm pretty sure this is a makeup caddy. It's by a company called Beano. I probably bought it from Target, if I were to guess. And I used to have my makeup in it, but then I realized it's the perfect size for some of my diabetes items. So I changed it into one of those. So first thing I have are batteries. I typically have to change my pump batteries once every 2 or 3 weeks, maybe once a month. So I always have AA batteries. I also have AAA batteries because my old pump used to take AAAs, so I have them in there too. I have Advil because you're always going to need Advil at some point. I have 2 manual multiple, oh, Phoebe, get out of the way. Life with cats. I do have 2 plain syringes. I need to grab some more of these in case of emergency, but I at least have 2 of them. this is my meter for my Libra 2, which is the one I have now. However, I don't use this. I use the app on my phone. So again, I have this in a pinch in case I need it, but I do not use it because honestly, I don't want to have one more thing to carry and lose track of. In the middle here are my Lantus pins. Lantus is for long-acting insulin in case my insulin pump decides to die and I have to get a new one and it's not going to be here for 3 to 4 days. I would have to do manual injections and Lantus pins. So this gives me insulin every minute, every day to keep my body going because again, my pancreas does not do anything. So this is needed for emergencies. I have multiple. I think these are supposed to be refrigerated, but I don't keep a lot of my stuff refrigerated. Sorry, not sorry. And here are the needle pins to go on top of those. So I have a few in there in case I need them. I also have random vitamins. I have my Care of vitamins in here. Energy Go supplies. Again, I keep random things in here in case I need them. Alright, these next two bins are also from Ikea. I want to say all of these came in a big pack of like one. So I think that's why, because I probably would have bought an extra one of these, not these little tiny ones, but I want to say they all came together in a package. So this one is not very exciting, but it houses all of my alcohol wipes, which I use for my insulin pump and for my CGMs. I also have skin tack wipes. I don't use these a ton. I only use these when I do an insulin pump on my legs, on my thighs. So I should probably order more of these. I want to say I got both of these skin tack wipes and the tack-away on Amazon. These tack-aways don't really work the best for me, but they're here. I do plan to switch over to a different type of adhesion removal, but I have them, so I don't want them to go to waste because as a diabetic, things are expensive and you don't waste money on things that you have bought. Alright, so the next bin holds all of my insulin pump supplies. Obviously, I am running low, so I need to make a shipment very soon. So again, comes off. I have all of my bottles of Humalog insulin. I take Humalog, I take Novolog, I take whichever one my insurance will give me, and I don't throw a fit. It is what it is. So I have 3 bottles of insulin, which is much more than I typically have. This is the inserter for my insulin pump. I have a Medtronic MiniMed 670G. So typically now these all have individual inserters, so you get a new one with each package, but I've had this guy since I got my insulin pump at the age of 12, and I've gotten used to it. I know how it works. I know its tips and tricks. So I've just been using the same one, but this is just the inserter, so the quick set goes in, you pull it down, you put it up to the skin, and it goes in. So there's my clicker. There's probably an official name for it, but that's what I call it. And then I have my reservoirs, which is what my insulin goes into with my pump. Again, I need to order more supplies this week. And then I have my quick set, which the needle is attached to, which has the cannula, which goes into my body. That gives me my insulin all the time. So these last 3 to 4 days. So yeah, I need to put an order in ASAP so I don't get stuck and have to find other things to do. I also have in this cart my Freestyle Libre 2. I have recently switched over. Again, planning to do a video on that. But this is my continuous glucose monitor that goes on my arm that tests my blood sugar every minute of the day. So this is the container it comes in. Inside of this has the applicator, the pack, alcohol wipes, and the inserter. So this lasts for 14 days, so I won't need to get one of these probably until mid to late October. The thing I keep on this cart, and this is super random, I keep a really large Ziploc bag, and the reason is that whenever I fly somewhere on a trip, I always put my diabetes supplies in a package like this. So when it's going through the security and the conveyor belt, there's no reason for them to think that there's something odd in here. I literally pack this thing all the way to the top, especially when I'm going out of state, because I don't ever want to forget or not have enough supplies. So I always keep one in here just in case. Let's say I use the last one in my kitchen. I always keep the same one up here so I can pack it when I go on a long distance trip. I hope you enjoyed this video about how I keep all of my things organized. I always love organization videos and how other diabetics keep their life somewhat organized. Again, this has been the best purchase I've probably used for supplies and organization. I love my cart. I keep it next to my bedside, and it makes life so easy. In case of a moment where I need to grab it and I'm not home, I can easily tell my roommate or my parents exactly where to go and what to grab, and it makes life just a tiny bit easier in the grand scheme of how stressful type 1 diabetes is. So let me know in the comments below, is there a way that you organize your supplies? If so, what type of organization cart or container do you use? And if you decided to go buy this cart from Ikea, let me know down below too. Whether you use it for diabetes supplies or school supplies for your kids or who knows what else. But thank you for joining me in this video. I look forward to the next one, and I will see you guys then. Bye guys.